Are you frustrated trying to figure out how to operate your timer? This video is going to be about how to adjust your Irritrol rain dial sprinkler timer / controller. Here is the rain dial 12 station timer we are going to program. Now, the run for the timer is right here, run or manual. If you ever want to shut the timer off, you just slide it all the way to the off position. We're going to program it. So to program it, you need to put it right here in the middle. That's the first thing you need to do. Now, usually, we're just going to program the turf. The second most confusing part of programming a timer is these letters A, B, and C. Now, the reason there's a separation of programs is so you can separate turf from plants and trees and maybe annuals that you're watering a little more frequent. And you want to separate those because sometimes you have to water your turf multiple times in a day, and obviously you don't want to water your drip multiple times in a day. So we're going to program our turf sprinklers on program A, which is pretty typical we find on most of our properties. So I'm going to put this on A because that's what we're programming. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I already have the time set. It's on the current time. You can adjust the time here. When it's on, the dial is on current time. That's how you adjust it. Now, our turf valves start at 1 and go all the way to station 6. So 7 is not programmed. Now, some of these are programmed a little more than others because we have some full sun areas and some areas that are not in full sun, and that's why there's a difference. A few of the stations are running for 30 minutes and a couple are running for 40. Now, this is summertime right now, so we're hitting 110 already, so I've got this pretty much on the highest setting. And because we use MP rotators, we have to run the timer longer than our typical run time. So if you have pop-up heads, we're usually gonna run those for 20 minutes, but because they're MP rotators, we're running them for 30 minutes each zone. So basically you wanna run this, you want to adjust the time. Because I have this on set program down here, every time I move this dial, I can adjust the time on anything. So this is programmed already, but let's say if it was wintertime and I wanted to cut this in half, I could decrease this to 15-minute run times. But I'm going to leave this on, oops, real quick, on 30-minute run times for each zone. Station 1, 2, 3, 4 is where it starts hitting full sun, so we increase the water there. Now this will depend on each property that, each property is different. So, some areas are gonna have full sun. Sometimes you're gonna have hills that you wanna water maybe less frequently, but maybe run multiple start times, and we'll get to that next. So these are the run times of each station for each zone. Now, today's date is Thursday. I have that programmed right. While it's on set programs, I can adjust that as well, up or down. This is how you adjust all the times. And I have this running on every day but Monday. And the reason for that is because we have service on Monday. I have my crew here on Monday, so we have the water off. But if I want to turn it on, I would just turn it on. So that's one way you can run. You can pick each day that you want it to run. That's how we like to do it. Here at my property. You can also have skip days. So if you rather, instead of just picking the days, you can just say, I'm gonna skip every 3 days of watering. Now look what this does to your days. It clears the days out because it knows you're doing skip days. You don't need to, and it even says skip mode on the screen there. So we're gonna take the skip mode off, and then of course you'll see the run days are on again. Okay, the next thing is start times. Now we have the first start time on 6:30. No, yeah, I have 2 start times on this one. I'm watering heavy right now to improve our turf because we're going through some transition. So if you have multiple start times, this is where you would do it. Start time 1 and start time 2. And there's no start time 3. I don't have a start time 3, but you can have multiple start times. Now all you have to do is run it 1 time for each letter, and it'll cycle through every zone you have programmed on it. So that the multiple start times is only to run turf if you want to run it multiple times in one day, or most of the time we just do it once per day. But if you have hills and you have a lot of runoff in your yard, this is a great way to program multiple start times so that you have less runoff. So instead of running maybe 20-minute cycles where after the first 10 minutes it really starts running off on the street, you can say, well, I'm gonna run it 2 cycles of 10 minutes. That's a great way to do that. So that's basically how you program a timer for turf. If you are just programming the turf and you're looking for tips on recommended watering schedules, I have this sticker that I can send over to you. I also have a link on my website. I'll be sure to put that on the video where it gives you the recommended. So for turf pop-ups, what it recommends in the summer, 15 to 20 minutes every 2 days, or daily when it gets really hot like it is right now. Turf MP rotators, like what we use, MP rotators. I also have the tree recommendations, shrub recommendations, annuals, cactus and succulents. Also, another thing I wanted to show you on this timer, which is really great, if you ever want to run a whole cycle, let's say I want to run all the turf valves, I can just leave this on A, and I can literally hit semi-auto. It says semi-auto A, B, and C. I just want to put this on run first, and then I hit semi-auto, and sure enough, station 1 is coming on. It's going to run consecutively all through my cycles. So that's a great little tool if you just want to cycle through everything. Another tip on these timers, which is really great, if you open the back, this is kind of open already, but you just pull this lip up and this will open up. This back here, you want to make sure you have a backup battery. If your power goes out on your house, it'll keep all your programs. So always make sure that that's current, maybe replace it every few years. Another cool thing about this timer is it tells you the age of the timer right behind that battery. So this timer is from 2012, so it's about 6 years old as of today. But it's a great way to find out if your timer's under warranty. These have a 5-year warranty, and if yours is within a warranty period, usually you can take it to a sprinkler shop and they will help you. So I hope that was helpful for you. Now, if you have any other questions, feel free to contact AMS Landscaping. You can go to our website at AZLawns.com. Also, check out this full blog. I'm going to have a more detailed written description of how to program your timer at our blog at AMSLandscaping/blog. Please subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook page at AMS Landscaping. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, 602-944-0421. Take care. Have a great day.